Donald Trump is ending 2025 by delivering a much-needed laugh to Americans at his expense in the form of mockery and ridicule over his latest self-worship announcement, and I have all the satisfying details for you next. I'm Dan, and welcome to another Occupy Democrats video. To get all of our reports on Trump's humiliation of himself and the continued embarrassment he brings to these United States, please hit that subscribe button. The Mayor McCheese of Mar-a-Lago, whose previous best-known association with arches was those of a golden kind, made a new announcement about the one he's building as yet another tribute to himself. Politico broke the news via an interview of the greasy grifter. Have a look at what he said, and then I'll have the wrecking ball of ridicule that landed on the lawless leader.
Trump says construction of the Triumphal Arch to begin in 2 months. The monument would be a centerpiece of the White House's plans for America's 250th birthday, by Sophie Kai. President Donald Trump said in an interview Wednesday that construction of his long-teased Triumphal Arch is expected to begin sometime in the next 2 months. That would put the start date ahead of July 4th, 2026, as the White House ramps up preparations for the nation's 251st anniversary next year. It hasn't started yet. It starts sometime in the next 2 months. It'll be great. Everyone loves it, Trump told Politico when reached by phone from Mar-a-Lago. They love the ballroom too, but they love the Triumphal Arch. The proposed structure, modeled loosely on European victory monuments, is one of several high-profile projects Trump has personally championed as part of the semi-quincentennial celebrations, a sprawling effort expected to include national and local events across the country. The president has at times displayed a model of the proposed arch in recent months. There have been plans to build it by the Lincoln Monument on the other end of a bridge leading to Arlington National Ceremony. Trump has framed the project as a patriotic landmark meant to honor American history and military service. Though critics have raised questions about cost, aesthetics, and whether the executive branch has the authority to unilaterally move forward with such construction in Washington.
Everyone loves it. We'll see about that in just a minute. But first, more from the interview, as Trump also gave some lip service to hosting some human-on-human combat on the White House lawn.
He has also promoted an Ultimate Fighting Championship event on White House grounds on June 14th. Asked who he would want to fight at the White House UFC match, Trump deferred to UFC President Dana White, a longtime ally, to make the selections. Well, Dana's picking them. He's the best fight picker there is, right? Trump said. He's going to pick all of the top fighters. Going to be all championship matches. It'll be the best ever, I think. Really incredible.
I'm sure we'll put that UFC event in a chokehold in a future episode, but for now, let's look at the best ever, like the world has never seen before, believe me, mockery and outrage that erupted over Trump's newest shrine to his insufferable ego.
Eugenius commented, Bob the Builder is too busy to create any meaningful healthcare plans for the American people. 8647 lit Trump up with, it looks straight out of 1930s Germany during the Nazi period. Fight for Progress posted, forget fixing real problems. Trump's next big domestic achievement is building a giant triumphal arch in D.C. to celebrate America's 250th, because nothing says leadership like a massive monument to yourself. Veteran dropped the hammer with, Trump says the unauthorized triumphal arch to begin in 2 months. Congress didn't okay this monument that he says honors the U.S. 250th birthday. Everyone knows this is BS. Once complete, it becomes his monument. Another bait and switch. No living POTUS can honor himself this way? And Bill Kristol said with his big voice, Congress should stop this un-American project. Also, if Trump wants to enjoy an imitation of the Arc de Triomphe, done in a style and at a place congenial to him, he can visit the Arch of Triumph in Pyongyang, completed in 1982.
Trump is putting his runaway ego on full display with this move, the ballroom and the Kennedy Center renaming, but I think he's also signaling his feeling of mortality. Because of his cognitive and physical challenges, the narcissist in chief may feel like he's on the clock to get these legacy projects done. And to that point, I'll give a professional on such matters the final word.
Here's the President of the United States displaying classic frontotemporal dementia, that forward-leaning posture that he seems to have had for several years now. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 14 years experience working in home health care, treating geriatric patients with dementia, just like this guy. Here's another more clear example. You see the example figure up top, and then Trump during a press conference. I mean, it's basically identical. And this leaning forward posture actually differentiates frontotemporal dementia from Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's involves basically forgetting, while FTD includes confabulation, where the holes in your memory, you fill them in with lies that you make up and that you 100% believe. This explains why Trump always seems 100% confident, even though he's a liar. Many of you have been asking me, what is the cause of expiration for somebody with frontotemporal dementia? And the answer is pneumonia, related to aspirating food. Because over time, as the frontal and temporal lobes atrophy, you lose the ability to effectively swallow, and then you aspirate food and develop pneumonia. I've said it before and I'll say it again. With all of these dementia symptoms piling up and his possible history of stroke, TIA, heart failure, chronic kidney disease, I say he's got 2 to 4 months left in the land of the living, or as somebody who could possibly fulfill the duties of the president.